It's your girl, Chanté Presley. Thank you so much for tuning in to the 5th episode of TaeTalkTV. I'm joined here, of course, with my distinguished panel. And we actually have some newbies, so let's start with introducing them. But before I do that, if you guys could please subscribe to TaeTalkTV, hit that bell so that you don't miss future episodes, and always like, comment, subscribe. But we'll start with my friend Tanai. Actually, she's from Akron, Ohio, so she's a good friend of mine. She's an actress, writer, activist, natural beauty. It's too much, it's too much.
Hey y'all.
And then, of course, my best friend of 10 years plus, Jordan Lewis.
What's poppin'?
And we have another newbie. We have our very own Kris Marshall, who is a model, a filmmaker, an actor. Yeah.
How y'all doing?
And I guess we'll start by just, how are you guys doing? Like, how you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Today's a solid day.
Today was very interesting for me.
Actually, tell us a little bit about your day, because it was pretty interesting.
Yo, so I was supposed to have an audition at 12. And I got there at 11:50. I rehearsed with Tanai earlier. She helped me out with my script or whatever. Because I really want the role. Usually I don't really care, to be honest. But this role I actually did like. So I kind of wanted to really give some effort. And I was just ready and shit. But I was there from like 12 to 3. Never got the audition. Sad. Never try to go to an audition on your lunch break. Just anytime in the future, if you plan on never try to do that.
That's really good advice.
But nonetheless, you know, I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm here.
And then after that, he tried to go to Jamba Juice and just, you know, get a smoothie, a nice little fruit bowl, and then
and this woman who isn't black said the N-word. She called me a bitch ass nigga. I'm just.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She called me a bitch ass nigga. You know what I said to her? I said, "You want to be black so bad."
Because why else would you
say that?
It'd be so precious.
And she got so mad. Like, she got so mad. She advanced towards me. I felt threatened. It's crazy. But, you know, nothing happened, thank God. I tried to get our smoothies and get out of there as soon as possible because I'm like, it's a lot going on today. But nonetheless, blessed, highly favored.
Blessed and highly favored.
Well, speaking of being black and proud, I want to start off by talking about, of course, none other than Beyonce and this amazing piece of art that she put out, Black is King, which premiered on Disney Plus. And I mean, of course, if you know me, you know I'm a huge fan of Beyonce, so I watched it from start to finish. And I've listened to the album The Gift, which is what it was based off of, if you're familiar, which stemmed from, of course, The Lion King. So in 2019, the remake of The Lion King came out, and it was met with, you know, different reviews, unique reviews, but as a fan, I enjoyed it. Tanai has on her Lion King t-shirt, so.
Zara fine, y'all, Zara.
Oh, word.
I'm fancy.
I actually didn't see it,
so
I can't really comment on it. But I heard it was very good.
Album, though, didn't you?
I heard the album, and I like it. I can dig that. But
you didn't see the new Lion King?
I didn't see the new Lion King. I heard.
I don't think you missed much.
It's.
I mean, not what. What would you say you liked about? What did you like about the album?
Okay, so the album, The Gift, was actually it wasn't exactly the soundtrack to The Lion King. Beyonce made her own album, you know, based on the movie, and it was amazing. And she called it A Gift to Africa, which I agree with 100%. But okay, so you heard the album, you didn't watch the movie. I just want to clarify, when did you hear the album? Did you hear it before watching Black is King or after?
It was after.
Okay.
And then it was like, okay, I was mesmerized. I'm not going to lie. It was really good, and I really liked it. And I was listening to it with my headphones because I'm not the type to play Beyonce out loud. But this would make me want to play Beyonce out loud. It was really good. I can dig it. Okay. So it makes me, I'm like, okay, I'll watch Lion King now.
Okay, alright, that's interesting. We all three have watched The Lion King, right? Yeah. So what did you guys think of the remake? Because
I'll let you go first. You got on the shirt, so.
Right.
It's only right.
And this is of the the original. So
Ooh, call it out.
I'm a bigger fan of the original. I just feel like the original is more colorful. It's more playful. The songs were more vibrant and lively. And it's what we grew up on. So I feel like anytime they do a remake of anything, they're trying to fill really big shoes, especially with such a hit like The Lion King.
Yeah.
And
The Lion King.
Yes.
The Lion King.
And I just feel like with the remake, it was the exact same cadence as the cartoon, just without the fun, like without the color. It was very monochromatic, in my opinion.
Okay.
So
I love the word.
In response to that, I would say that, you know, using CGI technology, it is harder to like capture that animated, that feel that we got from the original.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you 100% that it did lack that, and it made it a little less magical for me. But what I will say is when I talked to my niece, who at the time was like 14 years old when it came out, I asked her like, what do you think of it? And she was like, I loved it. And I was just like, well, you know, like this is, I guess, for you guys. Yeah. Maybe, and you know, like our version, that was generation. That was for us. Yeah. So, you know, I was very critical at first. I'm not gonna lie, I had high expectations. So The Lion King is my favorite movie. And I mean, even before the movie came out, the reviews were bad. They were harsh, and of course, mostly they were against Beyonce. So, yeah.
I was excited for her to be the voice of Nala.
I didn't know how to feel about it, honestly. I was kind of surprised, but I was like, that's kind of cool though.
But the whole cast, Power of Black, that was
amazing. Donald Glover,
my
favorite person ever.
I didn't see it, but I seen that cast. I was like, okay.
And it's funny you mentioned that, because when I was watching it, whenever like Simba became an adult or whatever, it became Donald Glover who was his voice, and I was just like, that king is black. Like it was just like, I mean, it was just like, yes, that African king is black, and it's like it's a lion, but it's still like this is a black man voicing the Lion King, and it is based in Africa. So kudos to Beyonce first off for just like really emphasizing that
and filling big shoes.
Big shoes.
To me, it wasn't as cringy as people made it seem. For me, I was like, this is not as nowhere. Like I'm not cringing really at all, to be honest. Like, you know, and like just like I said, Beyonce is not a bad actor. To me, I feel like we really that's the only thing we can pinpoint on her that's like questionable, I guess. So that's what people say, but. At the end of the day, I think she did good.
She's not a bad actor. She's not. But people, because she's
just
Beyonce,
a better singer.
Yeah, it's because she's Beyonce. They want her to be on some really Oscar-winning level. But it's, you know what I mean?
But I don't think it was bad. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I was never a big fan of The Lion King from the beginning, to be honest, though. Like,
not
like
that's a whoa.
But not in like I don't like it. It's just like I didn't grow up watching. Like I said, I didn't grow up watching Disney movies like crazy. Like a lot of people did. I watched stuff I probably shouldn't have, like Don't We Miss Society, like while drink your juice in the hood.
Yeah.
Like why was I watching that at 8 times?
You know, car wash.
Yeah, so yeah.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but
it happens.
Yeah, I was definitely growing up on those Disney movies, but Black is King. It was based on, like I said, the album The Gift. So if you haven't heard it, you really should. And if you've seen it, I feel like you would want to hear the song. It made it like. I think they said that it had the highest peak of the streaming or the streams
once the video
once Black is King premiered. And I want to ask, because I feel like we've all seen it, right? Everyone here has seen it.
I've seen an hour. I'm missing the last 20 minutes, but what I've seen.
What was your favorite song?
For me, my favorite song on the album is Don't Jealous Me, but my favorite video was Already. That was my favorite video because she was like. You know, she was going on. I was like, shit.
Okay.
It's like she's really having fun.
Yeah.
And at the same time doing
like
something
really
historical. So this is really cool to see. Nobody's doing that. I can't say that.
Okay.
She was definitely in her element for sure. And you could see the artistry, the knowledge behind everything that was shot.
Right,
the colors, the clothing, I mean, the hairstyles.
Yeah.
And the music. I mean, it was beautiful.
I 100% agree. But
would you call that cultural appropriation?
Get the fuck out of here. This guy, what? See, they got you brainwashed, bro. They want you to think that you appropriate your own culture. But what I really did like about it, I love the little boy, the African boy that they casted.
Yeah.
I feel like that was so powerful. I feel like kids really need to see that. It made me just so proud to be black and of African descent. You know, if I'm speaking for myself, I feel like kids, they would feel the same way. It would make them want to, you know, learn more about their own culture instead of, you know, what we see, what we're exposed to on a day-to-day basis. I don't know. What were your thoughts?
I really liked it. It was phenomenal. And I liked that she was showing religions that was kind of controversial to what we grew up on. So that was something different for me. Because, you know, what you're raised on, it's questionable. Everybody, it does for everybody.
That's real.
So for her to show something like that to make you, you know, wonder, she's just being, what's the word? Not informative. But informative with having fun and having a good visual art. So it's a 10 out of 10 for me, I'd say.
Wow, okay.
That was good.
10 out of 10.
That was really good.
From someone who didn't even see the line.
But also, who else is doing But now I'm going to go watch it. Because now I'm like, but who else is doing that? I can't even say, you can't compare.
Would you say that Beyonce is comparable to Michael Jackson? Can we like have that conversation?
Legendary?
You can't.
Yeah. Why do you feel that way? You just said no one else is doing what she's doing.
Because, you know, he did. But
so she ain't dead. So.
I mean, no, I don't know, man. I just don't. Michael Jackson set a mean standard, a really, really mean standard. I don't know, but I can listen to a Michael Jackson song and honestly,
what would you say Beyonce is doing at this point, though?
No comment.
No, you can't do that.
Well, she's doing. I mean, dang.
It's so because she's a woman. You feel like
no. It's
I'm just saying. Why is it
Michael Jackson? He really set a mean standard to me, and it just hasn't been hit.
In terms of what
dancing?
That's in my opinion. Because I feel like
not just the dancing, but like the song. All right, so I can really cry from a Michael Jackson song. Once Beyonce makes me cry.
Sandcastles?
You know what?
You know what? Oh my god!
Get him out of here.
Maybe it's just the impact he had on me.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe, you know, I mean, but she's phenomenal. Yeah. She's up there as greatest of all time.
She's an icon of her own right.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like
I think
Kelly.
no one can compete.
But R. Kelly is great.
Listen,
Look, we cannot deny this.
We can't endorse this man. We can't
endorse him, but we can't denounce him either. Like,
fair enough.
So if they play some R. Kelly, are you gonna dance to it?
I'm a step in the name of love.
Oh God. But what do you think that song is about?
I mean, but to the Michael Jackson comparison, I don't think because Michael Jackson existed and was who he was, I don't think he was the foundation. Like, he was the standard. Though he is the standard. So there will never be another. So I think that people can be on the same, like Prince, I feel like they're on the same wavelength and playing field. But there's only one and will ever be one Michael Jackson, so.
I can get that.
I can agree with that.
I think Beyonce is definitely iconic.
100%.
Yeah.
And will always be remembered, so.
Always.
And she's not even 40 yet, guys. This is crazy.
Yeah, I just looked it up recently.
It's insane, like, what she's accomplished.
I didn't even know she was up there, honestly.
She's been doing this for a while. She started performing in 93. Yeah. Like, literally.
It is crazy to say she doesn't have nothing to prove, to be honest.
She don't.
She doesn't. I feel like what she's doing now is for fun and just actually just spreading a little message. And I'm actually curious what next, so that's cool.
Yeah. What did you guys?
How she plays it out though. Sorry, I like how she plays it out though. She plans everything out. It's so strategic. It's perfectly strategic though.
She's a great businesswoman. Because I'm pretty sure that Disney Plus deal, like.
Look, it's Disney. Like, come on now.
You can name, isn't it Disney and Apple TV? It's something else. It's Netflix. Like, she got multiple of them. That's
True Homecoming with Netflix.
Yeah.
Ooh. She ain't stupid.
And they started releasing all the movies that she acted in on Netflix too.
Obsessed.
That hip hop opera, I think it might be.
Yeah.
I have a mark on my forehead because I fought my brother because I wanted to watch Carmen. He wanted to watch the football game.
Do y'all know just how much Netflix pays? Like, do y'all remember when Dave Chappelle had that 2 special deal?
Oh yeah, they just do a flat out like.
Yeah, they give him some cheddar.
His was 2 for $40 million. So how much do y'all think Beyonce got?
Right.
From release Homecoming from Netflix, because Netflix gave Dave Chappelle $40 million.
Wow.
I don't know, but she's securing a lot of different bags because she plays so many different roles in the production. Like,
oh my goodness.
Wasn't she the director? She's written as one of the directors, I think.
Yeah.
Too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
dang.
Yeah, she wears multiple hats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's in a whole different bracket.
That's what I'm saying. Why can't we compare her to
crazy.
Michael Jackson? I don't understand why that always I mean,
I think because the playing field is different, it's hard to compare old artists to newer artists.
Different generations.
Or different generations.
So I mean, that's like having the Michael Jordan, LeBron debate.
We don't win.
To me, because it's like, to me, that's not a debate. It's nothing to be had because look, it's not just LeBron. It's LeBron and his team. So LeBron, his team assists LeBron nonetheless.
Yeah.
He can't be LeBron without his team, and neither can Kobe be Kobe without his team. So, or Michael Jordan, going back that far, I feel like at that point, the team is different. There's so many variables in between these things. Mm-hmm. They're all just great. Period. There's no really way to accurately compare them. Statistics, but at the end of the day, different teams, different years, different times, different shoes, different everything. Yeah. So can you really compare it at the end of the day? Mm-hmm. That's just how I feel about it. Okay.
Well, next question I do want to ask you guys. Who was your favorite cameo in Black is King? Was it Blue, Jay-Z, R. What was I about to say? R. Kelly.
Whoa.
Kelly.
He was in there high.
Kelly Rowland.
Chanté was in there.
She was.
Naomi Campbell.
Yes, she was. She had a lot of great
a lot of the artists that she was featuring on all of the songs were amazing.
Yeah, they were. They were. And they were killing it too.
I do like Blue as a feature. She's amazing.
She is
adorable, and she's like stepping into her own power. Like, and I feel like watching her mom do all of this has just got to be impactful in all the best ways.
It's like, do you know who your mom is?
I'm pretty sure she does.
She knows
now.
But the fact that even Beyonce looked up to her mom so much, and she said that's what inspired her to be so like driven. She was like, my mom was like a businesswoman, and I watched her open her own salon and do hair, and like it's just. You know,
she's gonna have a mean documentary, like
oh my god, Being Blue.
You look on that, get on that.
Look, if y'all use that, play me, please.
Look, you can record. You can.
Hey, yo, me and my man's Roddy the Shooter. Hey. Put us on, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed everyone's appearance. Honestly, I was happy to see the artist because it is nice to have a face with the people that you're hearing, because a lot of the music on the gift wasn't Beyonce. So she's putting on African artists. Really.
Yeah, that was crazy because I didn't even know who they were, and now I want to listen to their music.
Yeah.
Even when I watched the Don't Jealous Me video, I was like, I don't like the fact that I'm not seeing Beyonce, but I was like, I guess that's the point.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like I'm not seeing her as much as I was expecting. But it's like she ain't on this song. Even though it's my favorite song on the album, it's just like she's not on this song, so it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I like that she made an effort not to be, you know.
And the woman in that video dancing in the red,
she was
really,
amazing.
oh my god, her moves. Now,
shout out to Kiyama. I'm sorry. Shout out to my friend Kiyama in New York, because she made one of them dresses, or she was involved in one of them dresses somehow. Somewhere.
Shout out
to Kiyama. Hey.
Oh.
Kiyama Garrett, New York.
Did anybody watch The Making of the Gift? That's also a documentary made by Beyonce. It's
I did see it. It came on like
itself.
ABC or whatever.
Or was it? It might have been.
It was on. It was on one of those channels, but like securing another bag.
Man.
But that was cool too, because I really appreciated that album. When I heard it, I played it in the store. Like I literally was like, no, more people need to hear this type of music.
You can play it all the way through. That's what I like about it. You can literally just start it from beginning to end and just let it play.
Even with the interludes and they're all
good.
Work
of art, the whole thing put together.
People like her set the tone of how to work hard, or what you should be doing. So that's definitely cool.
Yeah,
that'll make you want to step your game up.
Exactly. That's why I don't understand when people say she's overrated, but I understand everybody they're entitled to their opinions. I'm just gonna say I think she's one of the greatest of all time. If it, Michael Jackson, I definitely think that he is number one, but I think Beyonce is
number one of our time.
Well, and she's stepping into different avenues because he never did like film or
Thriller.
Like a lot of his,
yes, and
a lot of his music.
His acting was pretty damn bomb.
He
did a lot of things. So it was like
he fucked up a couple commas. I ain't gonna cut.
Yeah, but the music was
just like
this man.
I mean, his acting though.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
This man came on stage and everybody in the crowd was crying.
Yeah.
He didn't say a word.
But people do that for Beyonce too.
Yeah.
What?
They do.
They passed out like
this dude said that she was her cousin. I'm your cousin, or what? She
was like my husband. He was like, no, your cousin.
Oh my God.
Man, somebody slapped her ass, and she even gave them a chance. She said, "Yeah, I will have security take you out of here."
Well,
you know, she could have easily been like, "Get him the fuck out of here," but she was nice and like, "Hey, I understand you got overwhelmed. I know I'm fabulous. I'm young. You know what I mean? I get it, but chill out."
Man.
But
what would y'all do if y'all seen Beyonce?
In person?
I would try to act as normal as possible. Well, I would act as normal as possible, honestly. Shit. I mean, hey. I would probably say hi, to be honest. Shit.
I would need to have a statement prepared for that day in my life.
Oh, wow.
What question would I want to ask? Or
I get you.
Like, what if I really had a moment? You know what I'm saying?
Plan it out.
Yeah.
Plan it out.
You don't see us, Beyonce. All of us.
We love you.
We do. We do.
We definitely do. What did you guys think of Brown Skin Girl in particular? I feel like it was a very
when I first heard that
touching
song, I actually cried.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did. Because we had, you know, we grew up with India Arie and Lauryn Hill, Erica. It's just like now being of this age and like during this time, I just feel like the timing of everything for me and my experience of the first time hearing the song was just very touching.
Just like you said, back in the 90s, in rap videos, all we seen was black women.
Yeah, talk about it.
Natural hair.
Natural hair.
Everything.
Even in movies, you be like, dang, that was her real hair.
Yeah. Now they put
literally
white
ethnically
girls.
ambiguous is what they call it. They love a what are you? Which, I mean, sorry to say it like that, but that's, I mean, at the end of the day, that's basically what it is, because you appeal to multiple audiences, which is cool and all, but it's just, you know, different.
We missed black.
Before. Yeah.
That's also what I loved about Black is King. I feel like she showed like black people what we really look like. This isn't like, oh, we're trying to fit this mold.
Not one not black person in there.
Right.
Yeah, no, and there's no shame in that. She's taking a risk when she like is doing those things, when she's promoting, you know, African culture, and she has, you know, all black dancers, which sometimes she doesn't. It may seem like that. She'll have a sprinkle or two. She does.
A sprinkle or two.
I'm just saying, but like it's just like,
and they do the same thing the opposite way around. So hey,
yeah,
have a sprinkle.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. But I think she's taking a big risk, and there are a lot of white people that I see them say, I once was such a huge fan, and I feel like you no longer speak to me, or like you don't, not that you don't like me, but like you're against me in a way, like you're only speaking to, and I now feel excluded. And I can understand that, but I feel like it's important. It's really important right now.
And how come they can't just vibe with, you know?
I feel like a lot do.
Because I listen to Spanish music. I love Ozuna. I love J Balvin.
Yeah.
I literally know the whole words to Mi Gente word for word in Spanish. Period.
Sing it. No.
I was going to sing Talkie. Hold on. Si el ritmo te lleva a mover la cabeza y empezamos. Ooh. I know it. I'm just on blast right now. But no, I know it.
You did great. What do you guys think in terms of like, do you think she'll continue with this direction? Do you think she'll continue to like put out more Afrocentric or target more?
I feel like she has it to do now, honestly. I feel like before she had to appeal to multiple audiences to gain clout and to go where she is now. But I feel like at this point she can hone in on the black audience because she don't want to need for nothing. She ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah, I think she's gonna focus more on producing other people's things and uplifting like the community.
Like Chloe and Halle.
Yeah, for real. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're phenomenal.
Normani even. She loves Normani.
Man.
She definitely does.
There's a lot of great black people doing a lot of great things right now, I'd say.
Let's talk about these elections, because I'm really nervous.
Y'all voting for Kanye?
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I heard in like the last few days that he was honest. This has all just been a thing to like hurt Joe Biden. Yeah, to hurt his chances.
I did see a tweet that said, "Don't let Joe Biden distract you from voting for Joe Biden, and I didn't get it because I'm not in politics.
Yeah.
But that makes sense now.
Okay, because it's just like I don't feel confident in
either one,
and it's just like it sucks because I hate like that I'm in the same position I was. I feel like in 2016, where it was just like, okay, I got to pick the less of two evils, and it's just like now it's like I don't even think Joe Biden is competent, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And that's just like, you know, at least with Hillary and Donald Trump, it's like, well, he's rich and she's Hillary Clinton, so like she's a politician. She was married to the former president. Like she is married to the former president.
Yeah.
She has a political background. And now it's just like Kanye West, Joe Biden, who like just honestly when I'm watching him sometimes I can't help but cringe.
But what's interesting to me
Trump.
is that we never thought about the fact that Joe Biden was literally our vice president for the past 8 years. Well, not now. But
I mean, but when you're in the shadow of Obama,
America has always been entertainment, and I feel like that's just what we doing. For the
and I think
world.
in the beginning that it was working for him.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning he was really riding off of the wave of Obama.
Yeah, and I think he thought it was going to carry over.
And it's like, no, it's not, because you still need to know something.
Yeah, and I kind of thought he was a whole new candidate. Not really, but I was like Joe Biden, and I was like, oh yeah, what's he sounds familiar, but who was he? So I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I agree.
Man,
Yeah.
politics is a tricky subject.
Is.
For real. Especially for us, because it's never working in our favor anyway.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like, who to vote for, the devil you know or the devil you don't.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That is an excellent point. They say, you know, the KKK was, they were Democrat. I don't know. That's getting into a whole nother thing. I don't necessarily want to go there, but
as long as Trump cut these stimulus checks.
No, seriously, when are those coming?
We're getting the second one.
Yeah. That was like, at first they were really talking about that. They were talking about the amount. They said it was going to be more than the last one. Now I'm hearing less chatter about it. And it was like,
and today, now they're going on. Yeah, they're going on strike. Not strike, but they're going on break as of recently.
Yeah.
So, but Trump is supposedly issuing executive orders, so we'll see what happens.
And I just read somewhere that right now student loans are like being either forgiven or like you just don't have to pay on them right now. Deferred.
Look, thank you. Thank you. Sally Mae was ruining my life.
I wasn't paying them no way.
Look, that was the least of my concerns. Okay.
For real.
Next to car insurance.
Man.
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it. That shit too high.
real.
Look, too high for no reason.
Sally,
Oh my god.
But no, I do think it's interesting that we do have someone running for president who, like, we literally witnessed have a breakdown, a mental breakdown in front of us.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Oh.
Not Joe Biden. Yeah, Kanye West.
Kanye is not to be trusted, I think.
Really?
Right now, he's in a horrible mind state.
Yeah.
I think if anything, we should be encouraging him for more therapy.
Is it sad that even though I would still just trust him so much more with America than Trump? No.
Hey, that's telling.
It's just like
I would trust Kanye West.
I think Kanye got good intentions at least.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because it's just like, is he doing this all to like
Does
gain
he know?
the No, and that's the problem. Like, I need a president that knows.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with being bipolar. I hope, like, I'm not making jokes about that at all. It's just that, like, I can't tell when it's for the publicity or when it's like real. And I wish I could. And I just feel like with a president, I don't need someone who's about gimmicks because we have that already. We have that, a celebrity in chief, you know what I mean, running the country. So I don't want that. And that's where I'm just like a little conflicted because it's just like
where do we go?
When I was a child, I took the election so seriously.
Right.
Like, I remember in 2004 when John Kerry was running, really watching that you know, that whole thing and just being like, really thinking he was gonna win and being like, wow, Bush won.
I felt that way about Al Gore.
Man, we all felt that way because it was just
God.
like, we clearly fucked up. Clearly, as a child, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I don't know, but I guess it's crazy that like everyone's still like, okay, is Kanye running? Is he running? But we're not really focusing on the mental illness aspect. Like, and I think that's where our attention really needs to be.
Yeah.
Right, like,
okay.
You know, the tweets.
Yeah.
Whether it is, even if it is publicity, if he's doing this just for the sake of like, oh, Keeping Up with the Kardashians needs a storyline for episode or for season 20.
Do they even put him in it half the time?
I mean, more and more he's becoming a part of the storyline, but I feel like because of the answer.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like even that to me, even that is like, that's a little weird. It's kind of like, that's a mental illness to me too. Just wanting attention and starving for that.
Yeah.
I feel like it, but I mean, is it though? Because it's like once you, kind of like when he was like, you brought me here type thing. Like, you know, is it, it's what I'm used to. So now that I'm not getting it, am I just supposed to act normal about it? Like, that's what I'm used to. So how do I cope, I guess?
Up the ante.
Yeah, you know, I still need that. That's
need what, like attention? Or?
Yeah, because I mean, you're so used to it. Even when it was genuine, he was used to getting that attention, even though he may have not wanted it. And now at this point where he is, he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want it at the same time. You know, does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
Knowing Kanye.
Yeah, it's just like
yeah.
I don't know.
You know, it's interesting because I was kind of, Tanai and I were having a conversation earlier about something, just these newer artists, and I had brought up Logic, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Logic.
I did too.
Yeah, you were on his
actually.
Yeah, so anywho, he's this biracial rapper who, like, he was doing great numbers. He put out music, it was received well, but I think he was wanting the respect of like maybe a higher level or like more elite level, a Drake, a J. Cole. He was wanting to compete in that rim, and it's like you're not really like connecting with that audience if that's what you want. Like, we can't relate to that. But anywho, he announced that he was retiring.
I heard, but he having a baby too, right? He just had a baby.
But he didn't even mention that when he was asked about why he's retiring. He literally said it's because the criticism is leading him to depression, and he specifically called out Joe Budden. My whole thing with that is, I just was like, man, this new generation, they can't take criticism when you're putting out art.
They care too much. That's why I like Megan. Meg don't care. She just
don't care.
Because I feel like when you're putting out art, it's left up to the people receiving it, their interpretation. So you can't be mad at people if they're like, it's trash, I like it, I don't. And I feel like so often artists, like they're so quick to jump on like, oh, who doesn't like it, that they forget all the people who are like loving it and supporting it and saying like, man, you know, his numbers were doing well. Why are you retiring? Because of what Joe Budden said.
He's acting too recently too. I know that much. Yeah.
But I say I brought that up because I'm like, man, you got Kanye West who like may be going through the same thing, and he's definitely.
But how could you let somebody's opinion try to direct your whole career?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. That just doesn't make sense to me. If you let the outside world direct your career, like how shallow can you, how weak can you be? You know what I mean? Come on, this is, no matter what you do, there's going to be haters, there's going to be people criticizing because you're on the biggest stage, you're in the industry. This is the entertainment industry. At that moment when you decide you want to be an entertainment artist, whatever, that comes with problems. That comes with all the criticism. Being in public and you can't do nothing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, pick your poison. What do you do?
Imagine if Beyonce wanted to retire every time somebody said something about blue. I mean, you know what I mean?
And that's why I respect Beyonce so much, honestly, because she don't address BS. She just don't.
Yeah.
I think it's better when you don't. You look more professional when you don't give in to that.
Because what I look like getting on Instagram Live.
Exactly. Come on, man.
What I look like, I'm sorry.
You on
for
live.
those who do it, but I'm just saying what I look like. See, now they even was like period.
But on the same, she's so funny. On the same token, though, when people do say this is what comes with fame, I think that crazed fans and the ridiculousness that goes on, I don't think we should just accept it as, well, this is just part of it. Those people need to be held accountable for their negative actions as well, in my opinion. Because they shouldn't just be able to go on and say all of these things and bum rush people in public and take pictures of them when they don't want it and just, you know what I'm saying?
Because they are human.
Yeah.
And we do tend to idolize and make it seem like they are not. So I agree with that as well.
No, that's a good point.
But I mean, I'm just saying for myself, I will never, I ain't gonna say never, because who knows. But I guess I will always rationale that I chose this life. You know, at the end of the day, so I can't.
Because we do know what comes with it.
At the
based
end of the day,
on
I can't. Let me not sit here and try to act like Like a Summer Walker, like where it's like I'm trying to get on stage. Like, come on now, like
what does that do to your fans? Do people actually support you? They
exactly. Like I want to see you.
Because I
love being up there.
Yeah.
Because that's what I love about Beyonce. I guess she looks like you said earlier. She looks like she's having fun. She's enjoying what she's doing. She don't look forced to be up there like. Oh. It's like, no, this one, she was like, these people came out to pay to see me. Like, I'm going to give them the best show of their life.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Texas. You know what I mean?
Everybody just like,
But no, that is a good point. That is a good point because we are human at the end of the day. We have feelings, so it's easy to say, oh, yeah, you're being soft, but like, when you hear something constantly, it weighs on you. It does. But I also feel like know when to turn it off. Know when like, okay, this is getting to me. Let me like not look.
It's good.
Because at the end of the day, something that's trending today won't be in the next few days.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We get over stuff so fast.
Especially nowadays.
And I just feel like knowing that being an artist in this climate, like you just have to be self-aware. You just have to know, like,
you gotta control your narrative.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you have
it's
to be in
something
control.
I low-key do appreciate though at the same time, kind of like with Cardi. Like I appreciate that she, in a sense, is so kind of transparent. But it's like at the same time, I wish you would kind of like dim it down a little bit. It's like you don't have to reply.
I feel like she learning, you know.
I feel like she hasn't responded to something in a while, but in the beginning, she was always kind of, you know.
I just think,
but to retire.
Because I mean, I know a lot of people are probably like bringing up her WAP video or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, but that video was that was lit.
That video was
it was pretty lit. I feel like we're talking about a comeback. Or not even a comeback, because I mean, I wouldn't even say she like went away.
Yeah,
but
she took a little.
She did a side away.
She
went away
for a minute.
Because when you're out too much and you're overexposed and you're too like,
and that's like what I said in the beginning. Remember, I was like, she already got a Grammy after a couple years of being out. Where do you have to go from here? You have no more growing, but that's what people aspire to be and get. And you got it in 3 years. So it's like, where do you go?
Pace yourself in this industry, or you will get burned out.
100%.
Like,
so I feel like that's kind of what happened with her. It's like you did so much in too little of time, and now it's like, well, what next? And now what next has to be astronomical because
you want longevity, not a trend.
Exactly.
You want longevity.
And I feel like that's what she wants. And I'm honestly happy for Cardi, because if I'm being honest, she came from Love and Hip Hop, and I didn't think her career was gonna go far. I'll be honest, I'm one of those people who was like, okay, she copied Kodak Black's flow, and she got a hit, and like that's all it's gonna be. It's just gonna be that hit. She can't follow up, and she did. And she continues to, you know, keep staying relevant, and like putting out bangers, really.
Even with all the BS everywhere.
Even with all the BS, with the Offset drama and the Nicki drama, it's like she's still here.
She's an entertainer. She knows herself, and I feel like she's always authentically herself, which I like about her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I mean, speaking of her, the new WAP video, or is it WAP or WAP?
I say WAP.
I think it's WAP.
Okay, WAP. Okay, WAP.
To me, it sounds cool.
WAP sounds like something when you're trying to hit a fly or something.
Yeah, WAP. The comic strip, like.
For something you do your butt, you whap your butt.
It's corny.
No, but I'm pretty sure by now you guys have all seen the WAP video. And it features Megan Thee Stallion, a whole bunch of cameos.
The Houston Hottie.
You know, Tina Snow. But honestly, this video was crazy.
Mixtape is called Tina Snow.
I was like,
oh okay.
Tina Snow.
It's Meg. Okay. Megan Thee Stallion. Period. But this WAP video, it was freaking amazing. I saw a whole bunch of reviews before I even saw the video. It was just a whole bunch of people saying the video was good, but like they felt like, you know, the song, they didn't know. What you guys think of it?
I heard the song first.
Oh, okay.
Low key, purposely, because I tend to be a fan of good videos, and a video will make me like a song, so I purposely wanted to hear the song first. But the song, I was like, I like the song just off gate because I like the beat and the vibe and the flows, vice versa. But I do feel like the content is forced in a sense. Like, it was definitely, I hate when I can't hear a song or see a video and see the direction. I mean, see the direction, but see a forced direction. And I feel like it was very like, I'm gonna go explicit as hell so that it pop. Kind of like the whole City Girls vibe. That's what's popping. Y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know I love City Girls. But you know, I feel like it was, every intention was purposeful in that, which is good, I guess. But I do feel like it was kind of forced.
I think Meg got
and
balls.
I think Cardi needed Meg more than Meg needed Cardi. Sorry to say, I love you, Cardi, but I'm just keeping this stat.
Exactly. Meg has bars for real, like major bars, and she has flow. Like this, shit, it was crazy. You know, and all the sex appeal was there and everything, but you cannot say Meg was not spitting in that whole thing.
100%.
Yeah.
I would say it was aesthetically pleasing from
100%.
beginning to end. Could not take my eyes off of it. Very sexual, of course. What I did like about it, I liked in the beginning how they had the two statues back to back, and it was doing the pose that, like, to me was showing homage to Kim, Lil Kim. You know, she did the squat pose. Yeah, like I thought that was paying homage to Kim, which Cardi does a lot. But I mean, it's sexual. It is. It's a lot.
Yeah. But
I think it was done right.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
100%. Even though I do feel like,
I agree with you. Like everything was definitely intentional, but it was done right. I was scared because I just feel like new artists, they drop a new song, they put a lot of hype behind the song, and it flops, and then it's kind of like we're seeing a lot more of that now.
But I can't say, even with my comment, I can't say that I do like that Cardi stayed authentic, I guess you could say. Because it's not, she didn't try to she didn't try to like force her bars into some complicated metaphor or whatever. She still kind of said like the silly shit, like that dingly thing and that jiggle in the back of my throat bullshit. You know, that's like, I like that part about Cardi when she say shit like that, you know. So I do like that she stayed authentic nonetheless, because it is a lot of pressure in the industry. So
it definitely is, and I feel like especially with collabs with two females, two big
strong,
females, two strong, and
I
will even agree with you that I feel like Cardi did need Meg a little more than, because it's just like Meg been dominating. She has, and like, you know, she was the next big thing after Nicki. So it's like she kind of like opened this door for these new black female artists to come in. Not even black, but like
I was like,
female rappers to come in and like, you know, it'd be someone other than Nicki. And Meg came in with a vengeance. Like she came in, and I'm
and it's so authentic. It's so
very authentic, and they're two different vibes.
Yeah, but they do complement each other.
They mesh well.
They do complement each other.
Now, I want to ask the fellas, do you think that the video, I won't say is outshining the song, but do you think they centered it around sex, obviously. Do you think that has anything to do with the amount of views, or like how the song, how it be marketed and viewed or like received?
Right now, that once that video dropped, over 1 million dudes screenshotted the shit and screens recorded the mess out of that whole video. I know that for a fact. So, I mean, it is a great video. The visual, they did their thing. They have 46, so I mean 46 million. So I feel like it was worth it
right now.
A great product.
Yeah.
But I mean, does that mean men are just gullible? And it's a finesse?
It's not just men. I don't even want to go as far as to say that, because I mean, at the end of the day, women, y'all want to talk about y'all with ass pussy. Let's keep it a stack. Y'all want to sing that shit.
Whoa.
I feel like that's
what do you think, Jay? What do you think?
Well, I mean, I feel like that's why it's so trendy.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I mean by saying it was intentional, being explicit. At the end of the day, we love that shit.
And
as explicit as it is,
right
we
now,
love it.
like for it to drop and be with us right now in this coronavirus pandemic, and like being
Party.
at home,
Man.
and it's like for a lot of people, a lot of that part of their lives is like
different
right now. So it just gave us something to look at and something to enjoy and have fun with.
Definitely gave us a lot to look at. Definitely gave us a lot to look at.
Yeah.
I know.
All 5'10" of that.
I know previously on TaeTalk we discussed like how female rap is over sexualized. Do you think that like that?
Okay, me personally, I
perpetuates that
I like the over sexualized aspect of female rap. Because I feel like it kind of, for me as a man, I feel like it takes not our power away from us, but it gives the power to y'all. If that makes sense. Because it's like, why can't y'all talk about sex and being fulfilled and being nigga make me come, eat me out? Like, hey, at the end of the day, I mean, that's kind of what I want to hear. Like, oh, that's what you like?
One of my favorite Meg Thee Stallion lines is when she says, you know I ain't come if you had to ask me.
Yo! Hey! You like,
that was
the very first song I heard. Freak
Nasty.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was early Meg.
Yeah.
Early
Teen
Meg.
Snow.
Okay.
But no, I honestly, that's why I think I think the city girls are kind of. I think the city girls are kind of comical. Like the shit they say is like so bizarre and wild for me that I just kind of laugh. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I kind of like it. Yeah. This pussy talk and this man.
They say some
wild. So you like the vulgarness?
I love it. Yeah. I think that is kind of cool in a sense.
They be like, this pussy will kill him.
You know, but it's like, I don't know. I like that. It's just like, this is different. I'm not used to women speaking this way.
Okay. I would say like, okay, with that, I feel like because rap in particular, because I feel like it's the only genre where maybe women can say those things. I feel like an R&B song, you don't really
that explicit.
Explicit, and other genres, of course, pop,
Would You Mind, by
jazz, country. You're not saying those things. Yeah. Do you feel like it makes maybe the perception of a rapper
or a female
rapper, like people are less sensitive to her? Because I would say, if I'm giving an example, Meg Thee Stallion, you know, being shot by Tory Lanez, I felt was taken a lot less seriously.
Wait, allegedly.
Alleged. What do you mean allegedly? She was definitely shot.
But not by Tory Lanez though.
Okay, allegedly.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, look.
Allegedly, thank you. Allegedly shot by Tory Lanez. It's still under investigation. No facts have been put out there about who and what happened. But we know that she was shot in the foot. And according to her. I'm just saying. Look, like, do we know? Why are we questioning that though?
Did you not see the video of her getting
out
of blood on her feet? And
why? Like what? I feel like would there be all of that suspicion if it was a white woman? If Taylor Swift said she was shot in the foot by Tory Lanez, would you?
Honestly, I would be like, why is Tory Lanez and Taylor Swift in the same room?
If it was like Ariana Grande,
she was in the booth with Future. She got some Future.
Taylor Swift?
Yes, in game.
What was she doing in the booth?
Making the motherfucking hits.
If it was like Ariana Grande, the whole world would be in shambles.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that, but I just feel like, I mean, for me at least, I definitely don't think it's funny that she got shot in general or in the foot, whatever the case may be. But it is the fact that her shooting or whatever the fuck, it's not something per se fatal. So it does, for me, takes the sensibility of it away. Okay, you got shot in the foot. It wasn't like near your heart, your lung, or close than 2 centimeters away, etc., etc. Yeah. You just got shot in your foot. Okay, how did that happen? Tory Lanez, 5'3", huh? You know, so it does, I mean, for me, it does sound kind of silly.
But
you
that's
know,
what ties
not to say
into
it's funny,
the fact that it's still pain. Like, it's a black woman experiencing pain and trauma.
I'll say,
regardless
I don't see it as for me personally, I don't see it as a black woman specifically experiencing pain. I see it as this 5'10" woman, this 5'3" dude who got shot in the foot. Why? Leaving Kylie Jenner's house. All of it is just really weird to me. Yeah. So it is not funny, but it is
the scenario.
The
scenario. Like, so it's just like, I don't know.
Taylor Swift is also 5'10". I just want to put that out there. She is 5'10".
And what does that have to
do
with
So if she was shot in the foot, is it as funny because she's 5'10"?
If the person that shot her was 5'3",
so
to me a little bit.
Shot Taylor Swift, that's fine.
I personally would probably laugh harder. Yeah. Because why did that happen?
And where are you guys at?
Because why did that happen?
He ain't never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat in the If he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder.
But yeah, no, it's definitely like if Taylor Swift got shot, I feel like even by Tory Lanez, that would be taken so much more seriously than Megan Thee Stallion.
By which public though?
Black Twitter, the one that matters.
Do you think they would care that Taylor Swift got shot?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because of Kanye West, they would care.
I would laugh. I would truly crack the fuck up.
I feel like I wouldn't because I'm a woman. So I mean, I'm a human. First off,
that's what I'm about to say. So what if Megan shot Tory? What's up?
I would be like, why? Why did you have to shoot Tory?
But why is there a double standard? Why is nobody concerned of Tory?
Honestly, if she shot Tory, everybody would call him like they would say he's a bitch or something like that.
Or something. It would be a different,
They're like, how you get shot by her, homie? Like,
like that.
What? I mean, it's not Megan Thee Stallion, right? Who? I mean,
that's just how it is.
Okay,
but again, why is the attention being taken away from
that
Megan?
She got shot?
The fact that she was shot, and this could have been fatal.
I think it's
regardless
the fact that it was.
Okay.
I honestly, for me, that's what it is. It's the fact that it's not. If somebody said Megan got shot and it almost pierced her heart, I would be like, oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn. But it's like Megan got shot in the foot by Tory Lanez. It's like, huh? It's literally just like, what?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just for me personally, that's how I look at it. And it has nothing to do with her being a woman, a black woman, and Tory Lanez per se being 5'3" and her being 5'10", but just in general, the story just sounds mad silly. Okay. Especially coming from Kylie Jenner's house, who's known for the Kardashian curse, and then next thing you know, it's just like, what's going on?
So do you?
And now she in the WAP video. So it's like, what is really happening?
That doesn't make sense.
But still, it don't
It don't add up.
It don't. You know, even though I do think they
still waiting to learn. Like, we don't know the full story.
That's true.
And I do honestly feel like.
But for me, that's what makes me feel like it's more of a hoax at this point. That we don't know the full story. They keep trying to.
Yeah.
They're controlling the narrative.
Tory Lanez, he's gonna speak up soon. Megan,
or he's in jail. It's like,
her best friend's been on Instagram.
Do you think it's a publicity stunt?
I don't know what it is, and I don't want to say that because I don't want to take somebody's trauma. I don't know if it's real or not, but at the end of the day, it looks like it, and I'm gonna just say that.
And that's what it looks like. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying that.
And Kylie being in the video makes him look more like a publicity stunt.
Yeah, because they could have edited her out.
Because that's mad random. I literally was just watching the video and enjoying it, and I was like, Kylie?
I didn't even connect the two.
And it wasn't even like Kylie, I'm mad. It was just like
literally. How do you feel about people being mad about that? Because there's like a petition apparently going around.
I just think it's confusing.
Saying that like
it's confusing.
Yeah.
Especially. Because at that point, I don't know. I just feel like she should have came to social media different. I mean, you crying and stuff. I understand you are human and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm just going to act like she's not in my video coming up. Like, you know, like, I don't know. To me, that's just mad weird. Like, you just going to... I'm like, yeah, I just left this party. I got shot by somebody. I don't know who, and I don't want to talk about it. But Kylie Jenner in my video, though. Like, it's just really... To
but
me,
if that was already
weird.
Pre-shot...
Which, I mean, I get it, but it's just still weird. It don't add up.
It
don't add up. It just looks suspicious.
It does.
And I feel like even as an artist, you know that looks suspicious. And when I'm you can't see her act like it don't. You can't.
You're not wrong.
That's weird.
You're not wrong.
We all confused. Like,
we are.
And we're waiting to get
and we are waiting.
And you're not telling us.
What is it gonna
So that makes it look like a hoax.
Yeah.
Because it's like you only saying but so much.
But I will say, black women, how often do we go to bat to protect black men or the narrative, or like, you know, like we're a little more willing to do that. So I mean, we don't know the details.
You know,
we don't know the
it
details.
Does look suspicious.
And
I ain't gonna say it is, but it looks suspicious.
So okay, in terms of protecting black women, do you feel like? I mean, I feel like I've asked this question before. Do you feel like that's something that is real? Like, I know it's a joke on Twitter and stuff, like, oh, protect black women. But do you feel like black women are actually protected? Because I still stand by the fact that I feel like if it was an Ariana Grande in the same predicament, or a Lady Gaga, anybody, I mean, I'm just naming people who are
I'll say it once more because of what I do. I feel like black women are protected, but I can't just speak for myself. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, just like you brought up Taylor Swift, I feel like I was still... To me, Tory Lanez shooting Taylor Swift, that sounds even more bizarre than him shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Because at least that makes sense of them being together. Taylor Swift, why are you with Tory Lanez? You know, so I would laugh. To be honest, I wouldn't be, even if she did get shooting hard, you know, I would be like, yo, this is crazy. But
I understand the concern, though, because it's just almost like, would we have a little bit more, would we approach it with more concern? Mm-hmm. Even though it would be a crazy situation. Yeah. I think people might still approach it with a little bit more concern.
And that's my...
I think we take for granted a lot of individualism of people. Like, I think it really, honestly, is a lot of things are very case by case. If Tory Lanez shot Megan, but what if Tory Lanez shot Nicki Minaj? It would be a whole different scenario, or Cardi B for that matter.
Yeah.
It would be a whole different scenario because they are actually his height. You know, as well as they are who they are. You know, as well as, you know, or if she shot Beyonce because she is who she is. I think a lot of things are case by case basis.
So are you telling me, like, so you telling me that if I fought a man who was 5 foot and he whooped my ass, that's any less? Like, that's not as serious?
Honestly, I would be like, damn,
like, damn, I guess you right. Yeah, I guess you're right. Like,
to be honest, I'm like,
I ain't
for real?
no L. No,
you know who I'm thinking of in my head. I'd be like, you like...
Look, exactly. But anywho. We're gonna wrap that up. I want to leave off on a more positive note. Let's all name something that we feel like more people should know about. People out there who are watching, they should know more about, they should be more familiar with. It could be a product, it could be a brand, book, CD, well, not CD, it's old school, but you know, album, anything you feel like more people should know about. And we'll start with Tanai.
Okay, I actually listened to a podcast called Black Girl in Om. Om being a word of like peace, meditation, etc. O-M.
Oh, okay.
And it is a space for Black women to breathe easy. That's what they say. That's the tagline. And it is honestly a space for you to listen to and learn different things about spirituality, meditation, your true power, working within your art and your craft, and like within your aligned destiny, so to speak. So I just really enjoy getting little gems of knowledge from them from time to time.
Nice. I like that. And Jordy, what do you got for us?
Oh, I didn't think I was next.
Ill prepared.
But no, I want to shout out my good friend Chief the OG. I love his artistry, I love his music, as well as my good friend Thug Muffin. They both have really cool music. Check them out. Chief the OG, Thug Muffin. I recently did an interview with them on A Casual Variety, so be on the lookout for that.
Absolutely, I want to second that. That's both of them are amazing artists. I've heard both of their music and have been stunned completely, because I also was there for that interview, and you know, doing an interview with someone and listening to their music is completely different, especially when you're not thinking about it. But I would like to shout out my brother-in-law's Pooh Mac. He just released a new album called Return to the Mac, so check that out. It's really cool. You know, he's from Fort Smith or Arkansas, so take a listen to that if you're looking for real lyricism. And last but not least, we have Kris.
I want to elaborate on the meditation thing. I think more people are getting more aware of it, but I think more people should start executing it, because it'll align you what you really want to do in life. And I think it's very, very important to stay centered. So I think more people need to meditate. So that's my love on that.
No, I 100% agree.
And meditation is what you wanted to do. I want to point that out.
Elaborate on that too.
A lot of times people think meditation is like you have to do this. Meditation is like dancing, yoga, any way you see as meditation, that's meditation.
To get the BS off your mind.
When you feel as free as possible, that's your meditation.
Your personal time to yourself.
Because unplug from time to time.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
We mix with energies all the time when we're just hanging out or doing anything. Like, it's definitely right to get centered with yourself.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the 5th episode of TaeTalkTV. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate you all. And be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Until next time, Tae Talk, we out.
Peace.